Hi there, good afternoon. This is Mandu in Madhya Pradesh. There is the village here, and then surrounding it are tons of amazing ruined buildings and buildings in fairly good condition. As you can see up ahead here, Jama Masjid, the main mosque, and looks like a school group. The central market area. So, I was considering whether I was going to go inside the Jama Masjid now or after visiting something else. Namaste. But with the school group there, that definitely makes up my mind. So I'm going to bicycle, as you can see, 150 rupees. That is $1.75 for the day. Yeah, they're going inside there, so let's hold off on that one. And oh boy, about to get run over by an ambulance. Let's bike to the canyon. So there is so much to see around here, and so many different types of things. Hello! From Muslim ruins to Hindu, and then the natural wonders, as you will be seeing in just a minute. So this is my second time here. I was here long ago, way back in 2011. As for how I found out about Mandu here, and in fact many of the lesser known places that I have been showing, especially on this India trip, then I think that I probably found out about it from a guidebook. Now, people often think that you shouldn't use a guidebook because then you just go to where all of the other people are going, but actually a good guidebook, I recommend Lonely Planet or Rough Guides, especially Rough Guides, I prefer. Then they have a lot of information and include lesser known places. So that is how I found many of the places, especially in India, because I was traveling here a lot years ago, not using the internet as much and traveling with a guidebook, which I haven't done in many years. Namaste, hello. Here we have Sunset Point. So I came here last night. I was a little late for the sunset. Here you can see some sort of very, very old pillar. So I traveled yesterday from Ujjain here, decided to take a taxi again. It would have been a complicating series of buses getting here, and so that would have taken up the entire day basically, but decided to shell out for a taxi, 5,000 rupees, about $55-60 there, for like a 3-hour or so taxi ride, and then got here kind of a bit late in the afternoon, or like 3 or 4 or something. Was kind of tired out, decided not to film, relaxed for a bit, and then finally got out and went for a walk, and walked from my hotel, which was right near where I started the video there, over here, short, 15-minute walk or whatever. But it was actually getting dark, and so I couldn't really see this incredible view. Look at this massive canyon. So the last time that I was here, I stayed somewhere over there, and I know that because I was watching one of my own videos from here that time. I was posting on YouTube then. I did not know how to edit at all. And so I was just posting random clips, and I only posted one clip from Mandu. I was curious to see if there was anything from here from the last time, and so came across that video, and I was in a different location, which I think is further down that way in that video, pointing across the canyon, saying that my accommodation was over there. And I think that those ruins are a little more interesting than this here. So I'm here in Mandu, in the state of Madhya Pradesh in north central India, and I'm doing some biking around and a bit of random exploring. And as you can see, this is an amazing view right here. Almost reminds me a little of the Grand Canyon without the reds and oranges, and quite as deep, but still pretty amazing. Where I'm staying is in a hotel that's directly on the other side. I believe it's one of those little buildings that you can barely see right there. The main little village area of Mandu is just other side of that the white building next to the brownish buildings. As kind of a mission, I want to try and find that other spot and also get another view of the canyon. It's definitely further that way, so I guess I just keep on going down that road. Anyways, it is a really perfect day here, especially for a bike ride in the countryside. Today is December 9th. It is 77 degrees Fahrenheit, that is 25 degrees Celsius. So things warming up as I journey south. Over there, two strange looking pillars next to each other. So you ain't seen nothing yet, but you're getting the point that there are ruins of the old civilizations scattered all around here for miles in every direction. And then additionally you have the very nice sort of higher elevation hills. So the drive here was through the plains and quite boring, and then just like 15 minutes before you get to Mandu here, 20 minutes, whatever, then you start going uphill, and then you get into more of the green trees, and the landscapes get more interesting, and then it just kind of has this very pleasant feeling, the atmosphere up here. So let's hop back on the bicycle and go find more ancient ruins. And so here we have the Buddha, of course. I'm not sure about any Buddhist culture here over the millennia. Perhaps there were Buddhists. So, Lohani Cave, Jahaj Mahal. I had seen Lohani Cave on the map last night. So let's continue the exploring this direction first and then wrap around and go the other way. But I don't recall coming across any mentions of Buddhist culture here over the past very long history of the region. Perhaps I just didn't come across that yet, but I'm curious now why there was a Buddha there. Anyways, point being, this was an important Hindu city for a very long time, going back to perhaps around 500 BC. And then the Muslims invaded India and eventually conquered here in the 14th century. And so we're going to be seeing, hello, both Hindu and Muslim ruins in the course of this day of exploring. And some very spectacular ones. So it's kind of a mystery to me why this isn't a more popular place in India, because it has both the great atmosphere of a nice place to just hang out and relax, you know, quite a change from the city of Ujjain that I was in previously, or any of the Indian cities. Nice, relaxing, as you can see, countryside place, classic country living here. But then also it has the just plethora of ancient sites. Lohani cave?
Lohani cave.
This.
Wapsi, written.
Okay, tomb? Some tomb or something? Nothing?
Nothing.
Okay, I just bike and come back. Thank you. So there was a sign that said tomb. Maybe I passed it without realizing it. But I think we will probably at least get a view once again of the canyon from a different angle. So let's take this road to the end, or at least until we get to something interesting. Well, the road has turned to a path, and it's looking like the path is just going to go to somebody's house right there. Let's hop off the bike. I do have a bike lock, but not necessary right here. So let's walk through the field. People working right over there. Hopefully nobody minds, probably not. I'm getting a bit of a view already of the canyon, but I definitely want to get to the Lohani cave. Okay, now it's like walking right through the field, although I bet it doesn't matter. This is like just under growth weeds or whatever. All right, here we go. Getting a good view. Whoa, and there are a bunch of big rocks there that look kind of like they might be man-made, or is that just natural rocks? Maybe so. But whoa, look at this. Oh, this is a totally different view from before. So before, I think that I was right there. And so there actually wasn't a road going right from there that way. So I think that I might have to go back through town and then find another road heading out over to the other side there. So I guess these might just be all natural. Yeah, it's looking like this is just natural rock phenomenon here, but look at that view. Okay, I had missed that there. There's a series of steps going down and then a rock wall, obviously man-made there. And then some structures down there. So the man-made and natural kind of blend into each other around here. Gotta take another look over there, see if there's anything around that corner, and then gotta find the cave. I can use my phone. My service is working in this part of India. So what is the deal with these rocks? Because they look kind of natural, and they also look suspiciously placed. As if they were moved here. It really looks that way. These are piled up on top of each other. Huh. A mystery. This canyon is just so impressive. Just this by itself is a really remarkable place, and then you add everything else, and it's like, why is this place not more well known? And I think that the answer is simply because that is a very sheer drop there. Because there are just so many incredible places in India that they can't all be popular. There aren't enough tourists, even though there are a lot of tourists, but there just aren't enough to converge on every remarkable fort, palace, natural site, whatever. And then add the fact that this is quite out of the way and in a part of India that isn't particularly visited, especially by foreign tourists. So, very intriguing out there. Looks like might be some man-made structures, or maybe just more of the rocks like this, but not going to get distracted on that quest when there is so much more to see. So, Madhya Pradesh in general is not a big tourist destination, except of course, you know, I showed Ujjain in the last video, which is an important and very popular destination for Indians. I did not see a single person when I was there who appeared to be a foreign tourist. But there is actually a lot of interesting sights to see around here. Next, I will go to Maheshwar. After that, Omkareshwar. I haven't been to Maheshwar. Didn't know about it the last time, even though I basically drove right past it, going from Mandu here in 2011 to Omkareshwar. And then there's Pachmari and much more. Just lots of different ancient sites. Bhimbetka caves. Haven't been there, but like 40,000-year-old as far as evidence of human civilization inside a bunch of caves. I would love to go there, but it's out of the way. Okay, let's try to find, speaking of caves, that Lohani cave, which should be very close by. Lock the bike up this time. And here is Lohani Gate. So I think this is going to be the steps that I was seeing from the other side, and it is actually right next to the sunset point. So is this a very old series of steps and walls, or something that was built more recently to access the caves? Definitely looking pretty old. Okay, I don't think that I found this the last time I was here. Curious to see what it is. Okay. Look at that. Whoa. And here, all right, these are clearly human carved out caves. This is looking very Cappadocia. The caves of Turkey. It's very dirty So, what were these, tombs? They're quite small. Certainly, they do not look like a pleasant place to live, at least not those ones. These ones getting more light. Okay, whoa. Oh man, and look at this pillar. Very interesting. So is this Hindu or Muslim? I would assume Hindu. That looks like two ducks. I don't know, I guess it could be Muslim, but not clear. So that is the sunset point right there. And then a very nice pool of water here. Wow. Pretty bird. That's actually some clean looking water for a change. You don't see that very often in India. Whoa. I had no idea if the Lohani caves were going to be natural or human carved, so it's very cool to see that they are indeed human carved. Wow, this is wild. That is a pretty big one there, but really stanky. Musty, smelly. Okay, well. Definitely another phase of the history, I'm sure. No idea what the date on these caves would be, but I'm going to assume that they are Hindu, going back before the Muslims, so they could be very old. They certainly look like it. More ruins there. It is looking like this must be an entryway into the city. See? Door. And there. A, wooden beam or whatever to secure the door. So, definitely looking like this is perhaps like a back entrance into the city or something. All right, let's keep on cruising.